good afternoon, good morning to you all. Thank you for tuning in. We are on Friday already, Friday the 28th of May, and we've got, as always, a jam-packed day. But do you know what? Right at the very start of this show, it's my show. So let's go and change the running order. Did you see? We have got Ben's with us for the next couple of days again. Afternoon, Ben.
Afternoon.
Are you doing good? Did you see it?
See what?
Did you see it?
See what?
Did you see the Friends reunion yesterday? Oh my gosh, we were just loving it. All of us on the team were loving it as well. Johnny had a little tear. Charlotte she's a Friends fanatic like I am as well. What did you think, Ben?
Well, here's the thing. As you know, I wouldn't say I'm a massive Friends fan, but I watched all of the episodes because my Laura is a massive Friends fan, so we always have the episodes on. So we put it on last night. I watched about the first 10 or 15 minutes and then I fell asleep.
What? You fell asleep? You fell asleep?
Yeah. So don't spoil it. Don't spoil.
I won't. I certainly won't spoil it. I'll just say, you know, over the last couple of days here in the UK, we've had our fair amount of bombshells. But Ross and Rachel, let me tell you, wow.
What?
Wow. I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'll tell you after the show as well. Let's just say I was reading one really incredible fact as well. The HBO Max app had an increase of over 600% downloads for the Friends reunion.
That's what happens when they hear that you're watching here. Our audience figures increase by 600%. Every wake-up call when Craig's here.
And it doubles when it's Debbie Robinson that's stepping in for me as well.
Sorry, just going back to what you said, the Ross Rachel thing is a bombshell, as in something that happened previously, or something that's going to happen?
No. It's something that had happened previously. Ross and Rachel, you know how it was on and off, and you know the love accept it. We're on a break, all that sort of stuff. Put it this way: you're not going to be able to watch the early years again without seeing it in a totally different way when it comes to these two ways.
Wow! Whoa! Bombshell! There's a spider on the curtain, apparently.
Oh my God, it's like Lisa Kudrow on Friends yesterday when she had the little beastie. Anyway, do you know what? Let's carry on. Ben's going to get the spider sorted out, and we will have a look to see what's coming up today on Friday's Wake Up Call.
Oh my God! It's just literally. Sorry, it just. You carry on. I'll just try and.
I'll carry on.
I'll leave it. I'll just leave it. I leave it. It's running. It's like one of those ones that sort of goes like that. I'm not gonna. Well, just let me know. By the way, if it comes closer, it's a bit like Panto. It's behind you. I don't know. Just if you see the spider coming closer, let me know, because I don't want to get it on my shoulder or something.
Oh, that was brilliant. Oh my gosh, guys. Whoa. Ben's back. Ben is back for the next couple of days. There's a wake-up call, and gosh only knows what he's going to be like when he's with Debbie Fisher for the remainder of today. Right, okay. Whew. Let's have a look and see what's coming up on Wake Up Call today. Now, we are going to be having a look at the shows. We, of course, got launch day with, as I say, with Debbie. She's doing the launch day of our super fun shaped jigsaws. You loved our original ones. Now we've got these in these funky shapes. Then, what we're going to do, both Debbie in Colour Me Happy and then myself at the end of Wake Up Call, we are going to get all inky. Now, I'm going to give you the head starts right now. When we go to the demo area, you will see some cling film or saran wrap wrapped all the way around, because there is no way on this earth I am getting the blame for staining our brand new counters. So therefore it is caked in cling film. But launch day, which is 3 p.m. here in the UK for you guys stateside, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then what we're going to be doing with it Friday, the staple show of a Friday of the week, it's Colour Me Happy, being 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So within these ones here, it is jam-packed. We are going to be showing you, obviously, a little bit of a teaser as to the two shows that are coming up throughout today as well. And then, of course, holding fort when it comes to your comments and questions. Ben is going to be having a look at these comments coming through. I can see he's still looking for that spider.
It's gone!
He's still looking for that spider, Ben.
It's disappeared. That's scary, right? It was on the curtain. Now it's gone. And as those of you who were watching a couple of weeks ago, you know I haven't got a very good record with spiders, because there was Jimmy the spider in the house here, where he came to a bit of a sad end because I reacted a bit violently towards him. So I don't know where. Don't come near me, Jimmy Mark II, wherever you are. Anyway, I'll try not to focus on the fact that there's a big spider behind me, and I will focus on the fact that there's lots happening here at Crafters TV. Coming up in this show, we have got a nice little segment for you, all about the inventors of the flip top, elegantly designed over-the-chair table. For those of you who watch Dragon's Den here in the UK, you may well remember that particular pitch. Sarah met them whilst on the show, and we're going to be meeting them a little bit later on as Sarah speaks to Philip and Lakshmi, who've been working on this brand new invention. So we're going to be finding more about that a little bit later on. Really exciting, actually. If you are a fan of the Den, sort of gives you a bit of an insight into what happens next and how Sarah kind of goes ahead to kind of help all of these people that she's helped on the Den so far. So looking forward to that. Also, must tell you about this bank holiday weekend, our Spend More, Save More event as well. Basically, if you spend over £30, $30 or €30, you will save £5. It's one transaction per customer, and that runs through until Monday. And the other thing to remind you is the last day of the Totally Tiffany Double Points event as well. So all of that to have a think about. Do get in touch as per usual via the usual ways on Facebook and on YouTube, of course. Already lots of nice comments coming in. Lots of people saying don't talk about the Friends thing. I don't know what it is, so I can't spoil it.
I promise you, I won't give any spoilers away when it comes to the Friends reunion. I promise.
Good. Zip it. Zip it. But yes, thank you to all of those messages coming in. All good. Right. We are going to be having a look at what's coming up a little bit later on in launch day, and it's these new Jigsaw dies, isn't it?
It is. It really is. These super fun shaped Jigsaw dies. So you can see them on your screen coming up right now. You have got, you've got 6 in total, but what you're also getting is stamping set, and you're also getting your tacky glue as well. All of that is coming included that you can see on your screen right now. Multimedia Jigsaw die collection. So you're getting 6 dies, but as you can see, they've all range in between 10, 11 and 12 actual dies within each set here. So this is the 6 dies, 8-piece set and your adhesive, £66 here in the UK. For you guys stateside, $85. If you're new to us at Crafters Companion or you've just watched us for a while but never shopped with us, everyone gets that saving on the bottom of your screen. But of course, if you're in Club Inspire, it means you're going to be paying even less than that. Here in the UK and also for you guys in Europe, it works out that you're going to be saving 20%, but for you guys stateside, you're going to be saving over 15%. So these are what's coming up with Debbie and Ben on launch day, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 a.m. Pacific Time. If you are Platinum, when it comes to Club Inspire, you're going to be $52.80 or $68 for you guys stateside. So you've got a nice little extra reduction there when it comes to these ones here. So even although, as I said there, if you're not part of the Platinum or Club Inspire at all, everyone, even though it's a brand new launch today, will get that saving straight off. So that's what's coming up when it comes to launch day. Then what we're also going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at what's coming up on Colour Me Happy. Now this is both launch day and of course Colour Me Happy is with Debbie. So this is a alcohol re-inker starter kit. So this is where it's got 11 elements and you're also getting 60 sheets of white stamping card. So when it comes to this one here, this is giving you the option and the ability to do lots of different colouring techniques here. Nice little set that maybe you've never tried using alcohol re-inkers as a product to do techniques, because these are actually going to refill your classics and your illustrators, but you can do all your different techniques as well. This bundle here, £35 here in the UK, $50 for you guys stateside. Again, everyone gets that saving, but everyone is going to save 30%. But I want to give you a heads up as well. Those 3 re-inkers that are on your screen now, they are not part of a bigger alcohol re-inker bundle that we've got. So there is a full collection on our website that Debbie will also be going through on Colour Me Happy. But I would say at this point, always shop ahead. You can go across onto launch day and Colour Me Happy. But there is a whopper of a re-inker set on the show as well, just so that you know that if you go for that one, these are additional colours that will work with that set, so you're not going to get duplicates when it comes to that. That, of course, being 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick with Colour Me Happy. And well, say it's Colour Me Happy, it's going to go for any shows. It's going to go right across the day on Crafters TV. And this is our Scoremaster and board. Well, it's a Scoremaster board and also our envelope box creator. So what you're getting here, £19, $19, and you're saving 30% for everyone. This is giving you the ability to do your boxes, your either your own flat envelopes, but of course you can do your box envelopes. Everyone, as I say, is getting the 30% off. Plus, anyone that is in any tier of our platinum, anyone that is any tier of our Club Inspire will get 50 extra bonus points. So it doesn't matter what tier you're on, everyone will get 50 extra bonus points as well. So whether it is the launch day with the shape jigsaw dies, whether it is the alcohol, whether it is the actual Scoremaster score envelope box creator, we are going to pick up on these all throughout the show on Wake Up Call with myself and Ben. So what I need to do is go across to my lovely decorated demo area of cling film / saran wrap, and while I get myself sorted, I know Ben's already reading a lot of the comments that's coming through.
Certainly am. Loads of hellos to do. Mary Kate Knowles says, good morning from Wisconsin. Grandkids are coming over today, so happy. We'll enjoy that. Sarah Brown says, hello everyone from Melbourne, Australia. Had a busy week, so glad it's Friday night here, 9 p.m. And glad I could get to see Craig live on my couch with the heater on. We are heading into winter. We're heading into a bit of summer here. We've got some nice weather. Seriously, it's into double figures up here, which never happens. Double figures. It's about 30 degrees in the rest of the country, about 10 degrees up north, so it's all good. Joanne says, hi from Bolton. You know what I'm talking about, Joanne. Seal Marshall says, hello from Pennsylvania. And Fran says, good morning from Maryland. Loads of other hellos coming in as well. And one comment which has just come through from Susan, who says on Facebook, looking very smart today, Craig, in your pink. And I don't mean this funnily, or maybe I do. You look like, what sweet do you look like today?
Oh, one of those squishy squashums things.
What are they called?
Is it squishies or squashies? You know the drumstick lollies?
Yeah.
Well, they make little squashies.
Yes.
It's kind of like mix of strawberry and vanilla.
Yep. Well, that's what you look like today.
Oh, a little squish. Anyone could just come along and give me a little squish of the wand. I'm not going to say no to that.
You little squishy, you little squishy. Yep, so thank you for that. Keep those comments coming in. Facebook and YouTube. Anything you want to throw our way, anything you want to ask, do get in touch. But something I want to throw your way is our recent or current Get It, Got It Good deal. Yeah, this is all good. If you have got your Gemini Junior, it is the full collection of plates for you here. So you're going to get your clear plates, your plastic shim, magnetic shim, your metal cutting plate, rubber embossing mat, and the plate storage bag is included too. Great deal. Even if you have already got your plates, worth stocking up on these. £35 or $36, which is £28 or $28.80. That deal is yours up until the end of this weekend or whilst stocks last. So as I say, if you've got a Gemini Junior, certainly worth stocking up on that deal whilst it is so good. Right, keep those comments coming in, keep the questions coming in too, and let's get over to Mr. Squishy himself, the other side of the studio. I love the fact that you've cling filmed the bench as well. That is brilliant.
I have to say as well, actually, I'm having a look on the screen in front of me. We've got different camera angles, and you know, I'm quite chuffed. It doesn't actually fully show that there is cling film all the way over. What I will say though is I've done a few Insta stories this morning just to give you a bit of pre-warning that this is what's going to be wrapped around here, because as I say, if you didn't see the very start, we do have the alcohol re-inkers later on, and we will go over it all later on, but because they're alcohol, they will potentially stain some units, so that's why we're just making sure that's crystal clear, because these are brand new units. I am not taking the blame. No way. No way. Right, let's have a look at these shaped jigsaw dies. These are what's coming up on launch day with Debbie and also Ben. So you can see on your screen now, this is the multimedia jigsaw die. Wow. A fifth of the stock
hang on a minute.
already has gone. Not even launched day. You are absolutely making the most of being able to shop ahead. Can't believe that on Wake Up Call, being able to say a fifth of the stock is gone already. So let's go back to that and see exactly what you're getting within that bundle there. You have got your multimedia jigsaw die collection. 6 dies, but then within each set you've got a multitude of different dies. You've got 8-piece stamp set and also your tacky glue adhesive. £66, $85. Of course, you guys in Europe, you just need to go to Crafters Companion inventor.eu. You will find yours there. So I think let's have a look at a few finished samples that you can make with these ones, and then what we'll do is we'll show you some of the things that you can, physically be making, like we're going to do live on air. Now, these are images that you might have around your house. You might have some photos that you want to make some fun jigsaws with. They are actual, usable, fun jigsaws.
Aww.
So you can be doing your photos or images. Maybe it's just backgrounds. Maybe you create your own. You're able to create fun, usable jigsaws. Or what you'll see within these card samples, they've actually been attached to create a backdrop using the jigsaws as well. So you've got your 6 different designs from your butterfly, you've got your star, you've got your speech bubble, you've also got your love heart, you've also got your actual jigsaw shape, and then, did I say butterfly?
You have now.
Did I say butterfly? I have now anyway. You've got 6 different shapes anyway.
Oh, I love that. Is that a little balloon?
So that's the one I didn't say, wasn't it? The balloon.
That's brilliant.
It's an actual balloon shape, even with the base of the balloon right down here at the bottom.
Fantastic.
Whether it's flat cards, Ben, or whether it's dimensional cards that you can see here, it's such a unique way to actually create lovely, fun projects. Great for new baby. I am actually thinking that what I'm going to do is when my best friend and her husband, when they have their baby in a couple of weeks, I'm going to use the jigsaw die to create a new baby card for them.
Oh, exciting.
That would be a lot of fun when it comes to these. But then what to do is use the products you've got at home. Now, I'm going to be using one of the little book images that we've had in the past from Hunky Dory Crafts. So I thought what we're going to do is we're going to make a really fun jigsaw. This is with these 2 lions here.
That's great.
It is great. Reminds me of
tigers.
Yes, tigers. Did I say lion?
Lion, yeah, definitely
I said
tigers.
Lion. Tigers.
Yeah.
I do know the difference between a lion and tiger as well. Don't know why I said that.
Yeah, definitely a tiger.
What tiger?
Definitely a tiger.
Oh, I thought you said a deadly tiger.
It probably is deadly as well. Most tigers are, aren't they? If you don't want to mess with them.
Definitely a tiger, though.
Yep.
Now, what I've got is I've got some chipboard that we have got on the show as well, on Launch Day show. I've already, yes.
Mount board.
Chipboard.
It's not chipboard. That's mount board.
It is. It's mount board.
Put the lion on the chipboard.
We'll do that.
Or put the tiger on the mount board.
The dies will go through a thin chipboard, but it's mount board. So I've chopped mine down just to a smaller size. I could
stamps or dies?
Mount board.
Oh. No, I'm being naughty now.
Oh, I thought for a minute I actually said stamp or die. Even Johnny and Charlotte thought that I'd said that because you just questioned me there.
No.
So what I'm going to do is, in the bundle, you have got your tacky glue, which is going to be good because you're going to coat the back, not a lot, just a nice, smooth, thin covering of your tacky glue. You're going to pop it onto your mount board. And then what you're going to do is you're going to leave that to fully dry. Now, of course, we don't have time for doing something like that. So what you can also use, if you've got it at home, is your permanent adhesive spray. So the one with the red lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and step back slightly, and we're going to give this a burst of adhesive. If you've got your own Brenda, then of course you can use her. Ours has disappeared somewhere.
Oh.
So I'm just using a bit of cardstock instead.
She was there last week.
Was she?
Yes.
Probably hiding in the cupboard.
Probably in the cupboard. She also featured on the game that we played last week on Play Your Crafts Right, when we had to try and remember where various things were in a crafty bingo grid. And I was hopeless. Debbie Fisher beat me 5-1, I think it was.
Really? 5-1?
I literally, we had 10 questions. I got 1 out of 10 right. So really? It's me versus you tomorrow.
I was just away to say, you've got me tomorrow. I'm on the 2 shows in the afternoon, and it's me and you, so it's me and you head on when it comes to the game.
You'll win.
This will be fun. I think you'll win.
You'll win.
I'll probably win, you're right. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is I've left it for a moment or two, and now I'm going to do it up to the edge of my mount board, so that I, basically, it's laziness. I've got less cutting to do. So I'm pressing that one down. Then you can come along with your guillotine or your craft knife, and I'm going to trim away the excess. So all that I'm doing is I'm going to follow it around. And even at this point, Ben, you don't actually need to trim it down completely, because if I come along with the jigsaw die, and it's the actual jigsaw one I'm going to use, you're going to see that we're picking out a specific area.
Uh-huh.
So you can then position it where you want.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this one. So I've got part of the tiger's head, and even within the bottom part of this jigsaw, it's just catching this little one.
Oh, if you push it a bit, oh no, you missed out the little one. I just say if you push it up a little bit further, you go right over his ear, but then you won't get the little baby tiger.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you won't get the baby tiger in.
Or you could have it, we'll do that, so it's coming around the ear and you're just starting to see the face of the tiger just popping out. So you're positioning it so that the full area and image is covered. Now, if you're using pattern paper, your own backgrounds, maybe from watching Debbie later on and Colour Me Happy, maybe it's your own photos, then you're still going to attach it to the mount board the exact same way.
Yeah.
Either the tacky glue in the set or use your permanent spray.
Are these dies going through our smaller machines as well?
So they'll go through your Gemini Junior.
Okay.
But these are multimedia dies. That's why they're a different colour. So they are a lot thicker. So therefore, you're going to need your actual Gemini Junior or your large Gemini machine. Yeah. So base cutting plate and metal shim. Then we're using our plastic shim. We don't need our magnetic shim because that's going to give too much pressure. So we can then come along with our top plate. And then we're going to feed that one through our Gemini here. And then that's going to feed, obviously, its way through. I would say as well sometimes is also try it without the metal shim because sometimes it will cut, no problem at all. The reason I'm using this is, you can imagine, I know most of the girls will use the large Gemini, but this is pretty much used on a daily basis. So therefore, because there's lots and lots of die cutting going through it, just to add a little bit extra oomph to the pressure, I am adding that metal shim. Now what I can then do, now I'm not bothered too concerned if I was to tear some of that image because we can then come along, we've then got
that's brilliant.
Our jigsaw,
poke
all these little bits out. Even although it's multimedia, you still get your little pokey holes that you can then pop them through.
Yeah.
So we're going through. And now we've got our unbelievably gorgeous jigsaw. I'm going to do this onto some of it, just white cards so that you can see. So we can then, hopefully this won't take me as long as when we first launched.
Time in, ready? Your time starts now.
Oh, don't put me on a timer. It's like countdown.
You've had 5 seconds so far. Not necessarily would you, you could make this as a little puzzle to give to someone, couldn't you?
Of course you could.
I think really these lend themselves more to being decorative as opposed to the previous jigsaw dies that we brought out, which are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
They are physical working dies. So go for it. Use them so they're going to go onto a front. Do you know something? Apart
30.
from grass or baked bean, I couldn't have picked a harder one to do.
40 seconds.
So there's that one. And then there is it that? Not that
50
one.
seconds.
Not that one.
Whilst you're just putting it together, I'll do a few more of those because we might be here a while.
You do that.
Fran says good morning from Maryland. Janet says good morning from Pennsylvania. Loads of you. Let me know in the comments already if you've already bought the collection. Deborah Barnport says, hello everyone, I've just ordered the Jigsaw collection. Nice. Stephen says, yes, ordered mine this morning. I love them. Ooh, more Jigsaw dies. Yay, says Sarah Brown. And Fran says, I ordered the Gemini bundle of plates. Got a good deal on Monday, and it came yesterday. Fastest delivery ever. That is super speedy. And Karen Fisher on Facebook says, hello, I love waking up to these two men in the morning. We love waking you up, Karen. And Winnebeth just saying, I like these smaller jigsaw shapes. Can see so many potential uses. He's still going. How long we did it? 1:40. 1:40. So do you want a hand?
I am actually getting a hand. Charlotte's going in my ear. That one in your right hand.
Right.
Go left.
Oh, that
go
right.
left.
Now hang on. The one in your right. No, put that down. The one by your index finger, right hand. No, that one. That goes on the little knobbly bit there.
Leave where it is.
Yeah, no, move it up. Move it up. Slide it up. It's where the up. No, up.
Oh,
up,
in
up,
that gap.
On there. There you go.
Yeah.
That's that bit.
So there's that one.
So then,
and then
I mean, this is great TV, isn't it? That bit, the bit.
I've physically got the sweats on. Do you know that?
Oh, then you've got the big bit that's on its own. It's obviously the big bit there, isn't it? See the big hole by the tiger's eye down below his eye. That's obviously that bit.
That's that bit there.
Yeah.
Is that bit?
Is that right?
Is that? Nope.
No.
No. So I think that bit. That's that bit. There's that bit.
Oh yeah, there we go. And then
yay!
1 minute 41.
There
That's the quickest it's ever been put together.
Brilliant. Fab. We got there. We got there. Whew. And here was us worrying about timing as well.
Who else was shouting at the screens then?
Yeah.
Down a bit, up a bit.
Say, Craig, you've got 25 minutes to do this demo. It's like, really? that amount of time? Clearly I needed it.
Yeah, we need 35 now.
So you can see you've got that fun. So it is a physical working jigsaw die that you can use within this one here. Or what you can still do is if we come in here, I'm going to bring in a few layers of cardstock, Ben, that I've taken from our Decadent Decor paper pads. And we're going to do a little bit of layering up. And then what we can do is I've got a couple of other images already lined up and ready to go. And we will run a few other ones through the other shapes to let you see what they look like.
Michelle just saying these new jigsaw puzzle dies are adorable. Remember, as Craig was telling us about 10 minutes ago or so, a fifth of the stock has already gone. Launch day is not until 3 o'clock UK time, 10 o'clock Eastern, but a fifth of the stock has already gone. And I always find on days like today when we're calling those sort of stock updates already, the show's stuff flies, so expect it to be very, very busy later on. Teresa, another one who just said, I ordered my set yesterday. And Joe Marie Momero on YouTube saying, I ordered a wonderful order on Monday and my order came yesterday evening. The fastest order ever, thank you. We are excelling ourselves currently with our delivery. And Linny Jones on Facebook says, hi boys, hi Linny, watching on my phone in the garden. Yippee, what? The sun has arrived in Scotland. Sun? In Scotland?
I would have to see it to believe that.
Is it like one day a year or something like that, Craig?
Yeah, if that we're lucky.
Yeah.
You know, and we never get 2 days together.
Right.
We might get one day and then we'll get another day maybe about 3 months down the line. As I say, it's never at the same time.
No, and no word of a lie, because I came up from Buckinghamshire again today. Buckinghamshire, so that's also
Buckinghamshire.
Came up from Buckinghamshire in the limo today with Jeeves driving. And as I left there, it was sort of like 14, 15 degrees at like 6 in the morning. And just as you're driving up, the further north you get, you just see the counter in the car, the temperature gauge is getting lower and lower and lower until you sort of get up here in the snow. No, it's not that bad actually. It's quite a nice day up here today actually.
It's really quite nice out there.
Lovely weather to come for the whole week, I believe, which is brilliant, particularly if you've got little ones as well, because it's half term next week here in the UK, so the kids are off for a week, so plenty of time to get out and about, or maybe even do some crafting with them as well.
Well, I know my day tomorrow is going to be jam-packed full of crafting, because I'm in here with you guys.
You are?
Yeah, just the two shows. You've got someone even more extra special coming in and taking over on the last show of the day.
I thought you were talking about me then for a second.
Well, apart from you.
Oh, yeah.
The wonderful, I can't say it, can't I? Because we've said it during the week. Tiffany. It's not called, well, yeah, it's not, I don't think it's officially called it. Is it officially called it?
That's what I've got on my notes, isn't it?
Tiffany Takeover.
Totally Tiffany Takeover, just taking over the craft house.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. So I'm going to be on with launch day and, yes. Play Your Crafts Right and then launch day tomorrow.
And what we're launching tomorrow is reverse easels, isn't it?
So tomorrow we have got a CTV exclusive. And what I'm going to say is what we've got tomorrow are hours at Crafter's Companion. All that I would say is if you're familiar with hunky-dory products, where you can then pop elements out and start to assemble your own projects and that, then you can absolutely do with what we are launching tomorrow that's called reverse easels. So that's going to be super exciting. But if we come back to this one, no reason when you see the reverse easels tomorrow that you can pop your jigsaws into the middle if you want. So you can see here, this is how This one looks super simple on the front of a card blank, but then it could go into a little box if you wanted to. You can then give it away that you can send to friends or family. Maybe if you've not been able to see your grandkids or nephew or nieces, anything like that because of everything that's gone on, then of course that's a nice way to do it.
Just before, because I know you're going to show us some more samples, there's quite a few questions coming on the socials. I know you've already touched on this, but I know people are sort of joining all the time. Lots of people asking about which Geminis these Jigsaw dies will work with. So you can just touch on that again for us.
So yeah, I would use either a junior or a large Gemini. The thing you need to watch with your MIDI is the fact that we have got obviously a great big thickness within that die, multimedia. So your fold, it would really reduce the long-term use of your folders because it's thickness. You're using mount boards and that. So it would need to be your Gemini Junior or your large Gemini, where you can use your 2 plates, your plastic shim, and also your metal shim with the mount board and that thick die as well. So Gemini Junior, original Gemini, or the Pro, if you've got it.
Brilliant, there we go. Hopefully that is all covered off. Stephen just saying on Facebook, ordered quite a few items, including the Jigsaw dies at 3 a.m. this morning. That's what I like. Keen, you see, getting in nice and early. What do they say about the early bird? Catches the jigsaw puzzles. No, the worm, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely the worm. Let's have a look at some more finished samples. What you got over there, Craig?
Well, what we'll do is we'll have a look at some more just in a second, but really quickly, let's run another one through. We've got this one. All that I've done is layered it. Sorry, Charlotte. That was
you're really pandering to us here.
We've got a panda here. You can
nothing.
Good one. Nothing. Pandered to you all the time. Already sprayed it onto my mount board, so let's pop it on. I've gone for the love heart here, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to get that into a position that I want. We're going to pop it in. Johnny, you've just said exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. Have you seen that
panda video?
Have you never seen that before? No. It's it's obviously a mum, isn't it, Johnny? And the little baby panda's just right by her, and obviously cuddling into her, and the mummy panda sneezes.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it's the baby panda's reaction. If you get a chance, the baby sneezes.
Yeah.
And the mummy jumps. It is hilarious. If you get a chance, go on to like YouTube or anything like that and search for it, because it's cute and it's funny at the same time.
Right, well, I'm doing that later on. Was that out about the same time as Charlie bit my finger? That one. Yeah, they have. They've sold that video now, haven't they, for millions?
Oh, do you want to bite my finger later on? see if we can make some money.
Out of the things that you've asked me over the years, I don't know. That's probably the weirdest one. You were right, actually. I've ordered a sandwich from the cafe, nice cheese savoury. I'm not quite sure whether biting your finger would satisfy my hunger, but maybe another time. Yeah.
I'm sure it would if we were going to get a couple of million for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if people are going to watch it, I'm all up for that. Yeah, a couple of million. Wow.
What was he, Charlie? It's Charlie. Charlie bit my finger.
And it really hurt. And it's still hurting.
Ouch, Charlie.
Ouch. Don't you dare. Producer Johnny's just gone. We got a good video of you and Craig just before we went live. We might show that. Don't you dare. It was a bit of random. Nobody wants to see that.
You know what I'm like, Ben? I'll end up posting it, so don't worry.
Okay.
Look at that. How cute is that? Using the panda, we've just popped our little heart over the top, positioned it where we wanted it to be. But as I say, it could be a photo of a loved one. You maybe want to use it as a workable jigsaw. You might want to pop it onto a card like I'd done a moment ago. But then let's have a look at these ones here. So it could, of course, be wedding themed, if you want to as well. And you don't have to use all elements of... A little bit of the windy pops there, sorry.
I thought you just did a He just went... We're all friends here, aren't we? We are all friends. You know what I mean? It doesn't... I love the fact that we've now reached that point here at Crafters TV that we can let it all out, eh? We can just let it... Oh, hang on a minute. No, don't worry. Brilliant.
I try to be professional and just, you know.
Yeah. What, I know what you mean.
But yeah.
One of those ones where you sort of go...
I think the silence just kind of, you know, didn't
It was
work
the
for me there.
pause.
Kind
It was
of
the
gave it
pause.
away.
Yeah, they did it there. But anyway.
So what about maybe a wedding card that you want to pop it on? And you don't need to use all elements. So what you'll see within this one here is 2 of the elements have been taken away. You're still getting the picture here with the little baby and the dad. How cute is that one there? But still being with the love heart here, you know, if you're wanting to then incorporate onto a birthday card or maybe starting to think of Valentine's next year. And then look at the balloon one. So we've got the balloon with the champagne glasses. Keeping in mind, if you've got extra toppers from Sarah's Signature, Nature Garden, anything like that, you can be using. It might be your own. Now, for instance, it might be your own images, maybe likes of someone like Sarah Kay, who designs all our own images and stamps. She could be doing that and then creating her own jigsaws with them. Or, because it's ours at Crafter's Companion that Sarah designed them for us, you could take her images, stamp them, create a jigsaw, or maybe stamp them, colour them, and create a jigsaw. All these different things that you can be doing. These are just a few of the shapes that are coming within that multimedia jigsaw bundle. So that one there is your 6 dies in total. You've got a multitude of dies within each set to create that shaped jigsaw. So you're getting your 8-piece stamp set, so you're getting stamps as well to finish off your project, and your tacky glue to be able to attach it to mount board that is also on the show later on as well. £66 here in the UK, $85 for you guys stateside. Of course, anyone across in Europe, go to each of your own representative website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But to see these in full detail, it's going to be so good because Sarah usually does a launch, but it's Debbie Fisher today. She's in for the rest of the day, so you're going to see exactly all her ideas coming along 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And of course, she's going to be on with the main man himself.
Joe's not in, is he?
No, he's not.
No.
It's you.
Oh well. A couple of quick fire questions for you, because I know we've got to move on. Deborah says, rather than using tacky glue, could you use like the sticky mitts?
Sticky mitt? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, double-sided adhesive, yep.
Rhiannon on Facebook, can I please ask, what is the maximum GSM paper that can be used with the dies?
You really don't have much of a worry about that one because they're multimedia dies. So they are thick dies that are going to go through substantial cardstock. That's mount board.
Okay.
Gosh only knows, I don't even have, I got the mount board packaging. I think I've got it somewhere. So in between Ben having to read your comments, I'll have a look. But that was real thick mount board. You know, 280 GSM, 300 GSM, 350, no problem at all.
And this one also you might have to have a little look for. Debbie's saying, what are the size of the jigsaw dies? Do you know that off the top of your head?
So not off the top of my head because they all vary slightly because of the shape. Let's just say for this instance, the heart is 4 inches. 4x4 for the heart anyway.
There's loads of questions coming in here now. Marianne says, do you think that you could use a cereal box instead of mount board?
Yeah, you can do.
Yep.
Yeah. I would use that for maybe like the front of a card or something. If you're going to want to actually physically play with it, maybe go for a bit thicker, layer the package in a few times. But you know what? Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to use that.
Sue says, I don't have any pictures to use in the jigsaw dies. What else could you use? I mean, you could use whatever you wanted. Couldn't you? Photos, drawings?
You could do photos, yep, drawings. If maybe you've got old books that you don't want to throw away, but you want to recycle, you know, maybe into older style cards, then use pages from old books if you want to as well. You know, lots of different things. Even images, at this point I need to stress, if you've got the rights of certain images to use, copyright images. If you've got the rights to use them, you can do them as well and have some fun in that. But yeah, there's so many things that you could cut with them.
Loads of lovely comments coming in. Loads of you telling me that you've ordered as well. So we'll have a look at a few more of those comments in just a little while. Any more questions as well, do get those in. But more importantly, get your orders in as well, particularly, as I say, for those brand new jigsaw dies, because they are flying out the door. And by the time we come back later on for the official launch, we are going to be talking 30-40% of the stock gone, because over a fifth of that stock has now gone. Right, let's give you some time to check out your baskets and have a bit of a breather. We'll come back with more, and whilst we are waiting to do that, here is some information for you.
Welcome to Club Inspire. the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Oh, he looks awful handsome in that video there.
Doesn't he, eh? What a hunk.
Oh, what a hunk. Hunky monkey.
Hunky.
Hunky.
Hunky monkey.
Monkey.
Oh, he's a hunk. Just a quick one here. And I know we've touched on this, but again, I always know that people are joining all the time. Rosalind says, are the Jigsaw dies mixed media dies and would they cut through a light chipboard, Craig?
Yes and yes, they would do. Because they're that coppery look, they are mixed media dyes as well. So even things as well like, because they're mixed media fabrics, but so obviously to use them, do back them fabrics onto your chipboard, anything like that, mount board, you'll be able to use them as well. So yeah, go for it.
All good. And lots of laughter as well, because people are now, as well as watching us, are watching the Panda video, which I've not seen. Rita saying, tears streaming down my face, I've watched it 3 times just now. Save the Panda video for when we finish in about 45 minutes time, because we've got more fun and frolics here. And what are you going to be looking at now?
So we're going to be looking at something that is an absolute staple with us, and we bring it in every now and again, including a launch day show. And this is our Scoremaster board and our envelope box creator. Now, the reason we brought this one in is so that if you're wanting to use your shaped jigsaw dies and create little boxes so that you can gift them or that, then you're going to need a box maker, or you might want to do it into an envelope, or you might want to pop the jigsaw onto a card, which is then going to make it quite thick. So therefore, you need a thick gusseted envelope, which this is enabling you to do. So if you've never seen it before, or maybe you've seen it a multitude of times, and you've just, for whatever reason, not been able to get your hands on it, then £19, $19, and of course it will be across on our website in euros for you guys there. So you've got your Scoremaster, that these go in with an 1/8 of an inch, and on the opposite side you've also got your centimetres, and what that enables you to do is make big boxes, a variety of different sizes, widths, depths, etc, etc. And then within the envelope box creator, you can do exactly that, make all of your own envelopes, Ben. But with that, you do get an additional sheet that you can see on your screen as well. And now what I'm going to do is it comes along with lots and lots of measurements that you can see here. Now, you know, it reminds me of something out of the Big Bang Theory, you know, when they're going through all their different stuff.
It's like the periodic table.
That's it, yeah. I knew that was the word.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you could say it.
I've not seen the Big Bang Theory, but I kind of thought it must be something to do with science and then the periodic table.
Yeah, another great comedy as well, Big Bang Theory.
Not seen it.
Even although I know nothing about science and all that sort of stuff, it's brilliant.
But surely you
Genius.
must do now you've watched a show called The Big Bang Theory? Or is it not about? No?
No, I don't listen to that sort of stuff. I just pick up on the comedy and,
right.
yeah, and the acting. It's exquisite.
Oh.
Anyway, we do have some incredible UK comedies here as well in the UK, but these are good American ones. So yeah, here you've got your instruction sheets. You've got them in millimetres, but you've also got them in inches as well. So let's go and show you, for instance, on this side, you could be making a flat envelope. You can do an envelope that has got 1/2 inch in depth. You can do one that's 3/4 of an inch in depth. You can do one that is an inch in depth here. So let's do an envelope that's 3/4 of an inch in depth. So we're going to come in here. Now you could be making one from 3 inches by 3 inches all the way up to 8 by 8. Now this part here, all the measurements are in white, which lets you know that you could use either A4 card or letter size card to create your box or your envelope. Everything in blue, and it does tell you here at the side as well, everything in blue you either need A3 or 12 by 12 card. Anything in yellow, you're going to need something that is a lot larger than A3 or 12 by 12. So such a huge scope on the different sizes and depths that you can do. The other thing that's important as well is it tells you here, use position 1 and 3. Using position 1 and 3 is going to give you that 3/4 of an inch depth. And we'll show you that with using some cardstock in a moment. So let's go for, so I've got 12 by 12, so let's do something mediocre. So let's go 6.5 by, let's go 6.5 by 5.5.
Okay.
So, you know, instead of going for an even one, we'll go 1/2 and 1/2. So for this one, actually, that one, you need 10 by 10 cardstock.
Okay.
Let's make it slightly more complicated. Let's do 6.5 by 5 inches. So therefore, I need a piece of cardstock that's 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So what I can do is if I come in with my cardstock, and I've purposely not cut anything because I want you to see exactly how you can do it. So I need 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So let's set that one out the way now.
What does Jean mean? Jean says on Facebook, Craig, can you make an envelope a quarter in? What does that mean?
A quarter in. Is that maybe the depth then? A 1/4 of an inch in? Maybe?
Not sure.
Not sure either.
Jean, expand a bit
Jean,
more if you can. Let us know. Don't quite understand the question there, but yeah, let us know.
So I'm going to cut my cardstock to 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So let's go into here. And the other thing as well, I'll reiterate, it says on the measurements here 9 3/4. So that is 9 3/4 by 9 3/4.
Right.
Everything, although it gives you the one measurement, so this one is 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. 9 inches by 9 inches. So it's the same, you know, left and right. So here we go. So I need line F and I. Now keeping in mind, I am going to be using position 1 and 3.
Okay.
So F and I, 1 and 3. So I think Jean got back to us, didn't she?
Yes, so it was a 1/4 inch deep, not flat or 1/2 inch.
So there will be a way to work it. I've never done it myself, Jean, but if we go back to the actual measurement guide, you can see obviously ours go from flat envelope to 1/2 an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and also an inch in depth. What I would do as well, even though I've never tried it, do check out our measurement guides on our website as well in the download sections, because you can get all the downloads for all of our boards, and then also just have a little look on YouTube or that, because there's also incredible Crafters Companion fanatics that don't work for us, but just love our products so much, and they do videos and tuition.
Yeah.
So just type that one in, and all different kind of envelope box making will come up for you to then follow.
Yeah.
So here we go, we're going to go in now. So what we've done is I'm going to go into our little 90-degree angles here. So because I need position F and I, we have got all the way A, B, C. I know it's maybe a bit harder to see on the screen, but it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up to O. So this is where what I'm going to do, into position 1, I'm going to score at line F. F and, what was I say?
F and I, wasn't it?
F and I, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to score at F. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this one up and I'm going to move it up into position 3. And I'm going to do F again.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like once you've got the hang of this and you sort of know and you just showed us how to use that booklet, it does become really, really achievable. And actually, like a lot of you are saying on the socials, it's one of those things that I think you really, it's like a craft room staple, this almost, isn't it?
It is. It's one that you're now able to start to create your own envelope boxes or envelopes, you know, whichever way. Beforehand, what you used to have to do is you would have to make your card around the size of the envelope that you've got. Whereas now, when you've got one of these, it means you can pretty much make so many different card sizes, depths, widths, etc., and then make your envelope box or envelope around that size.
And you think about all the different papers that we've got for you now. I mean, the choice is just astronomical, isn't it? The fact that you can do all the different sizes, all the different designs. It's a must if you haven't got this.
It is an absolute must for sure. So where I've scored my lines here on position F, and I've done it 1 and 3, what you do is flip it completely over 180. And you do exactly the same, position E, or line F, position 1 and 3. There's also little grooves at the top here that keeps it in its right angle as well. So then what I can do is I can now do the opposite two sides here. So this is where we can now come along and we're going to do position, gosh, I can't even remember what I said now. F and I.
Yep.
So we're now popping it into position 1 and we're going to score at I. We're going to lift it up and move it up into position 3. And we're going to do I again. And here at this point, you'll see it actually crosses over. That's what you want. You've not done it wrong. You want the lines to cross over. So we're going to go back into position 1, score at I, lift up to position 3, and then we're going to do I again. Now that has then given us our basis here of 6 by 5.5. So what we can do is fold, and of course you would be burnishing all these lines at home. So we can work all the way around, folding these ones over. And then the key part for this one is using your scissors, or you can do your craft knife, and it's where to cut the notches. So this is going to be the top of my envelope box up into here. So we need to go into there. So this is going to be the top. So what I'm going to do, these two notches, I'm going to completely cut out. So follow in the score lines, cut out there, and then cut out here. Then what I want to do, down on the bottom here, I'm then wanting to create little tabs. So I'm going to cut all the way in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little triangle out there. Now I'm going to do the same on this one, cut all the way in, and then I'm going to take that little triangle out here. And it's very, very hard to see. There is a tiny, tiny little triangle here where it crosses over. We can take that one out and take that one out. And what this one does, Ben, is this gives you your little tabs.
Yeah.
So what we can do is let's use our tape runner for this one. So this is where it's then going to fold over into itself. So what I'm going to do here is pop adhesive along here. So pop it along here and along here. And then on these two tabs, I want to add adhesive. So let's pop a little bit here, also onto here. And this is where it's kind of similar as if you were creating a box tab. So we can join those ones up side by side. I'm going to press to get a bit of pressure. We can pop that one over and press to give a bit of pressure for it to hold. And then what we can do is we can come along and then we can overlap and press into place. Do the same on this side here. So let's pull that one in, get it so it's lined up that little bit better. And then what I would also do is let's come along with maybe like my bone folder. And all that I would do is press that underneath. so that I can really secure all those little areas. Then if you want, I tend to leave this triangle out. I know Sarah will tend to fold it over on in itself. And then there we've got our little 6 by 5.5 envelope box that is a 3/4 of an inch in depth. So you can then make your dimensional cards if you want to, use them as little pockets. You do get, I'm not sure if we've got any in stock, but you do get envelope box gum, envelope gum. Do check that one out. Oh my gosh.
You're having a bit of trouble with the envelope box.
I really am with
envelope box.
Envelope box, I'm even having trouble just saying envelope. But then even to seal it as well, either use that gum. Oh, so our gum for the envelopes is in stock.
Good news.
No, it's all that is a liquid. So using your paintbrush, you're just going to paint a thin line all the way around, let it dry, and then that means is that all you need to do is just moisten it. Obviously, with everything going on at the moment, obviously suggest just some water onto your finger just to moisten it. That's going to secure it. Or you might want to take one of your wax melts, from the Sarah Signature Nature Garden and create a little end bit for there. So you can see that this is how you can create something that's going to be so useful when it comes to your cards and your projects.
I mean, I tell you what, the chat basically is, we're obviously saying this because we would, but all of you are just saying, look, if you haven't got this collection, if you haven't got an envelope box maker, if you haven't got the scoreboard, you definitely need to be going for it because you'll get 50 bonus points. It's only £19 or $19. Once you take your 20% off that, if you're a platinum, $15.20, which is bargainsville. Jane Ingalls on Facebook saying, I purchased my envelope maker many years ago. I use it all the time. It's a must-have for any card maker. Michelle Parsons on YouTube just says order placed. What did you order, Michelle? What did you order? The jigsaws? Did you order this collection? Let us know. Rosalind also just saying, I haven't purchased an envelope in years since having the enveloper. And Gloria on Facebook saying, good morning, Craig and Ben. I'm so glad that you are showing us how to use this envelope box maker. I get so confused when trying to make an envelope boxer. I'm having trouble saying it now. And Rosalind saying, these are the videos I save. These little tips can make a big difference. I think the thing is just sort of taking your time with it a little bit, really. But the fact that you've got the matrix there, the periodic table, if you like, everything is there. So it's just kind of, I think, taking your time with that. And I truly believe that once you've used it a few times and got the hang of it, you probably won't keep going back to the back to the grid each and every time you make one of these envelopes. But listen, it is a great deal today, as we said, and in fact you're getting that 50 bonus points as well. Makes this a very, very nice deal indeed. Right. Fast approaching 1 o'clock. Just to let you know that still to come. Are we doing that now? Oh, it's that time. It is that time. Yes, it's just before 1 o'clock. Now, I mentioned this earlier on, but exciting that we are going to bring you a little video here all about the inventor of the flip top, an elegantly designed over-the-chair table. Now, this is a couple called Philip and Lakshmi, who Sarah met whilst on Dragon's Den. And basically, Philip and Lakshmi have worked in care homes for the elderly and came up with the concept. So it's like an easy, clean, hygienic to use and unique store-away feature. And this little video is when Sarah caught up with Philip and Lakshmi. And actually, this is great because it kind of gives you an insight into what happens next after Sarah's had a chat and invested on Dragon's Den. So have a look at this little video now, all about the flip top.
Well, the big thing I always get asked about is what happens next? When you do a big investment in the den, what is the bit that comes next? And I thought, what better way than to invite one of my favourite couples, an investment that I made last spring. Well, I made it a little bit before then, but you guys saw it on the den last spring. It's an amazing product. It's called Flip Top. This is the product here. And instead of me telling you all about it, I thought, right, let's get the entrepreneurs themselves back in and tell us a little bit about the product. So it's wonderful to have you up here today. Do you know, and I feel quite privileged. You brought me a lovely purple chair. I've got everything to go at. So, right, for those who missed the show, give us the quick 5-minute elevator pitch. Come on, it's not as scary. There's only me in one chair today. There's not 5 of us. But talk us through the product and the elevator pitch before we get started.
Okay, well, basically, Flip Top is an over-arm chair table but it actually attaches to the table. So that's the beauty of it, because normally on the market now you've just got a fixed structure that goes over the chair, and it's such a storage nightmare. So it's also a trip hazard. And actually we had one of our residents trip over one of those tables. And we were so upset about it that it prompted us to invent flip top. So first of all, we looked in the market and we thought, surely there's something, it's such a basic concept, there must be something out there. And actually we found out there wasn't. So Phil went to the garage and invented flip top. And that's where we are now. Then we thought to apply to Dragon's Den then with it and take it forward.
It's well designed, it's well thought through, it's been made to fill a genuine need in the market.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very well engineered, it's expertly manufactured, there's no compromise.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing the pitch now.
Yeah.
But it's,
Carry on.
but
Yeah.
you need to use it and experience it.
Yeah.
I think seeing the pictures alone, like you say with the care homes, they don't just need to see the pictures, they need to have one on one of their chairs with one of the residents using it.
Exactly.
And then I think they'll then realise we need these for all our
Yeah.
chairs.
Yeah.
We did in our care home. The first Mark 1, we built it, had it done, and I just put it in my care home. I didn't tell anybody what I'd made it and built it and so forth. I just left it in my care home for a week, and just to get feedback from the staff. And then after 7 days, I went and spoke to the girls. I said, "How did you find this table?" "Oh, it's amazing." The residents were fighting to get to that chair.
Yeah.
They wanted to sit on that chair, and the families before lockdown coming in, saying, "Where do we get this? This is perfect. We can use this I can use it in my own house when I'm doing it on my laptop or even having supper." The quality is phenomenal. I couldn't ask for a better quality and also the design as well.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've got a lot from it. It's a wonderful product. You can find out loads more about it on the website.
Really interesting, isn't it? And as you just saw there on the screen, fliptop-table.com if you want to find out more about that product. Really good stuff. Right, we are back for the final, about 25 minutes of Wake Up Call. I cannot believe where the time has gone. We've got such an exciting day for you. Loads of you as well, by the way, just to recap, the Jigsaw dies are flying out of the door. Those are going to be officially launched at 3 o'clock this afternoon, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I would get those sooner rather than later because it's going to be a busy show, certainly when we start looking at those in depth. And then later on, of course, this evening, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 o'clock Eastern, it is our kind of staple Friday evening show, Colour Me Happy. I know lots of people's favourite show as well, where we concentrate on all of the great pens and colouring mediums that we've got here at Crafters Companion. And this evening, I'm really excited because I've heard about these, the re-inkers, but I've never seen them in action. So we're going to be looking at the re-inkers, which are back in stock this evening. And you can see the details on your screen here of one of the products which will be coming your way. The re-inkers starter kit, 11 elements and 60 sheets with that as well. £35 or $50 will be the deal on this. And of course, if you're a platinum member, that comes down to £28 or $40. So a really good deal. The great thing about all these shows, of course, is that you can go into the show page and shop ahead, like lots of people have been doing on the Jigsaw dice. If you want to see what's coming up as well, the full range of goodies coming your way on Colour Me Happy a little bit later on. You can delve in and have a look at what's coming up on the show and shop before we bring it to you. Before we delve into the demo, Craig's having to get himself ready because I think it's going to be a bit of a messy demo. There's aprons and all sorts going on over there. I think he's put a shower cap on as well. We will come to the demo in just a second. Before that, take a little look at this.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Bit of stretching as well, but I think we are ready. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's limbering up for this demo. You're right over there. You ready? You warm?
I think I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm warmed up.
Good.
I'm ready to go. To be honest, I'm not that concerned about my own clothes. It was more the unit that I just thought, it's a relatively new shirt. So let's put on our apron.
It's fetching as well, that apron on you. It's very nice.
Does it make me look slim?
Oh, I mean, always. I'm not quite sure that it goes with the squishy top, but
no.
It's nice.
There's people that do videos on TikTok, they hold their t-shirt and then they pull it in to make them look slim.
But you already look slim though.
I am a slim thing. Yeah.
You are a
slim
slim
thing.
thing.
I am a slim squishy. That's
you little slim squishy, you with your apron on, you!
Yes. Rightio, let's have a look and see what's coming up later on at Colour Me Happy with Debbie and Ben. This is our alcohol re-inker starter kit. You are getting 11 elements and 60 sheets of white stamping card. £35 here in the UK. You are also $50 for you guys stateside. Everyone gets that save in at the bottom of the screen. Now within here you've got your 3 colours. You've even got your metals of your sparkle pens. You've got your stamp set, you've got your alcohol proof ink pad, some Pebeo drawn gum, and as we say, we've got the stamping card as well. Now, alcohol re-inkers, they're called re-inkers, it's because you would initially...
Re-ink your pens with them.
Exactly. Yes. Top of the class.
Yes.
You would refill your classics / your illustrators with these ones here. However, because they're alcohol, it means that you can do an abundance of different things. So what we're going to do on Wake Up Call, that is that bundle there that is coming up with Debbie later on. It'll show you lots of different things. We do have a bundle where we've got a massive selection of alcohol inks as well. I've got all mine to the side here. So I thought what we'll do on Wake Up Call, instead of focusing on that bundle you've seen a minute ago, we're going to have a bit of a play. We're going to have a play with some of the cardstock with the inks and that. What we will do first and foremost, and I wasn't going to do this, and it was Ben that suggested, the re-inkers, so why not show you how to re-ink and refill your classic
Oh yeah,
pen?
because I've never seen it before, so
Well,
there must be others as well who haven't.
Ben had said he'd never seen it before, so we'll do that because that's what they're intended for, and we'll show you a few different things. What I will say is Debbie will go over the demos and fun things that you can do with white stamping card. What I suggest you do is get inexpensive glossy photo paper. If you want to go to get the best of the best, what to do is, and I believe we're out of stock at the moment, but it's called Yupo paper. Oh,
it's in. It's back in stock, Johnny's just said. Back in stock.
So
Debbie's asked for it, she's waving. You asked for the Yupo paper, apparently. She's blowing us kisses.
she's got the Yupo paper back in. There we go. So if you run out of Yupo paper, you can use photo glossy paper, inexpensive paper.
Yeah.
So what I can do in a minute is I can take our set of Yupo paper, and I don't need to use my photogloss paper. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a different techniques and have some fun. So let's go in with our classic pen first and foremost, and I'm going to use the Sky Blue IB1 and IB1. So this is the same IB1 blue that will go in with your Illustrator as well.
Okay.
And they're great for techniques because they already come with the pipette inside.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to press it at the moment just to release all that ink so we can do it from scratch. So I'm going to press the pipette, I'm going to pop it in, I'm going to release it, and what it does, Ben, is it brings up all of that alcohol ink into your little pipette.
Okay.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my pen and I'm going to go into the chisel nib side here. Now, if you want to use any gloves that you can do, because you will, if doing techniques, you're going to get inky and messy. All that you do is just take a hold of it and carefully just pull it out.
Oh, seriously, that easy?
So you pull it out. If you're replacing it, this is where you take it out and then you pop the new nib back in.
Yeah.
Now, please don't jam pack it full with ink because it doesn't need lots and lots. Like this is too much. I won't be putting all that in.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into my little chamber here. Now what I'm doing, as you can see, I'm letting it sit on its own accord. That's as far as it'll go. Don't push in. Now I'm going to hold it upright for this one here so we can get the ink to then just settle down. So what we can then do is we're waiting we'll see this just in a moment.
Yep.
So this is the way that it is here. So all that I'm going to do is I'm just slowly, I'm going to press. So basically, we're doing like a couple of drops into our pen. And I've still got some in here. You can see I'm not using it all. Then what I would do is come back.
How do you know though?
What's that?
How do you know when you've got enough in there?
Well, if you were to put too much, it's going to overflow.
Right, but as a rule of thumb, what? Sort of half a pipette will do, will it?
So I always, not that I've had to do it a lot, but I use it a lot with the grey because I use the grey a lot. And I never do any more than 4 little presses with the pipettes. Works out just maybe over about half. That's me personally. You know, Debbie might do it a little bit different if she goes over it. But as a rule of thumb, that's all you're doing. Don't fill it chocolate because it's just going to all squirt out and fall out. So then what I would do is I would just put the lid on, and we always store our pens obviously on their side. What I would do to start with, once I've re-inked them, I would then just have it sitting upright, just so that we can let some of that ink start to free flow back into the chisel nib again. You know, I don't know, half an hour, not even that, you know, 15 minutes, just enough to let that ink start to refill back into the little nib, and then that is all that you need to do to refill your actual pens. Little tip is our tri-blends are not refillable.
Okay.
However, what you could do is if you have got a tiny little container, you know, maybe something like this, something really small, pop some of your alcohol ink into your little tube or container, whatever it is, take the matching colour of your tri-blend and then just sit it in. Now, you'd need to balance it up against something, but what will happen is the alcohol ink, well, some of it will suck back into the nib, and then therefore you can use it a bit longer before you actually have to repurchase a brand new one. So although the tri-blends aren't refillable, you know, you can get a little bit more use out of them by doing that technique.
And just to reiterate, these re-inkers, there's not like separate re-inkers for the illustrators as opposed to re-inkers for the classics. So it's these re-inkers will be fine for all the different colours for the illustrators and the classics because they're the same anyway, aren't they, across the range?
That's right. Yeah, they are indeed. They're the same. So here we go. So I managed to get, see, we've got it in stock. I've got my pack of Yupo paper.
Okay.
I've got here 5x7. And as I say, if you run out, or maybe you've not tried it before, but you've got some alcohol pens or re-inkers at home right now, and you want to get a head start, just get some inexpensive photo paper.
What's so good about Yupo paper, and what is it for people who haven't heard?
It's super smooth.
Yeah.
It is super smooth. It allows the alcohol to also glide, because what I'm going to use to really help it and get fun, different looks is I'm using our alcohol solution, our blending solution, and this is going to allow us to do lots of different free flowing movements. But again, it's one of those things, if you don't have that, then don't worry, you can still do lots and lots of techniques. And because it's alcohol, you can come on to acetate, you can come on to glass, you can come on to all these different surfaces because it is permanent. So I'm going to go in with a fair few inks here. So I've got them all that are within that big main bundle. But what I'm going to go is JG1, let's go in LY2, a bit of yellow. What else have I got into this one? Let's maybe do a bit of blue as well. So I'm going to go in onto my Yupo paper. And again, what I'm going to do, I've just pressed so that we've got the ink in the pipette. I'm going to do that with 3 of them. You can do 1, you can do 5, you can do 10 if you want. Always remember though, depending on the colours you use, don't tip it over.
It's a good job you.
Good
job you prepared.
Now I could have used that on my Yupo paper, but
Yeah.
you know, for timing that, I'm just using kitchen roll.
I would 100% have done that if that was me. So clumsy.
So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to do drops onto my Yupo paper here.
Yeah.
I'm doing lots of different drops. So what I was about to say a minute ago, depending on the colours you use, you will then, if you start to mix them, start to get like a browny deep colour. So keeping that in mind, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and then what we can then do is we can come along with either a straw, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blow into the straw. I've taken a pen, an old pen, because we don't have a straw. I'm going to go in.
This is like blow football. Remember that back in the day? I used to love that at Christmas time. Oh, this is fun.
Probably getting the top of my head there.
We were, but it's fine. Oh, I love techniques like this, where you never quite know how it's going to come out. You get a unique design every time. Look
It's
at that.
unique designs all the time. Look at that.
Good blowing. You're right there. Make sure you
It's just about suck that ink in
don't
there
do
when
that,
you said
whatever you do. Keep blowing, don't go the other way, for goodness sake.
And then you can keep going, you can do fireworks, you can do explosions. But then, you know, it's like the fireworks, because then you can come along, maybe do some die-cut silhouettes. If you've seen the animal ones we had the other day, you can do lots of things with them. So we're going to keep going
Right,
a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
What we're going to do, Ben, is let's go in with a bit of SS3, so it's kind of like a bit pinky colour. I'm going to add into these little bits here. And then let's do that there. Let's even add another bit of yellow.
So whilst these are obviously perfect for re-inking your pens, I mean, these are a great standalone craft product, aren't they?
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely.
For people who love the mixed media, messy craft, making their own backgrounds, I mean, this is an absolute must, really.
Because the thing is, if you're doing the blowing technique, now I'm using obviously this and using my breath. You could be using your heat tool if you want.
Yeah.
In this occasion, you can use a hairdryer to push all that ink about. So we're going to go in.
Yep. Just whilst Craig's blowing, Christine is enjoying the brotherly love this morning. Lots of brotherly love here in the studio. Good blessed morning, said Alicia. Good blessed morning. I love my apron. Excellent quality. Michelle says, Craig, the CC apron is as big on you as it is me. I have to wrap the ties around twice around my waist to keep it on. And lots of love for the Spectrum Noir re-inkers. Blending so much easier with well-inked markers, says Bernie Burnsify. And Eve B says, I'm liking what I'm seeing this morning. Nothing as fun as getting inky. A great way to start the day. Good morning, Craig, Ben, and the backup band. Oh, we've not said hello to the backup band, by the way.
The backup band. How's your song going so far? Have you still been writing a song?
Sorry. I am. It's kind of going slowly.
Okay.
I haven't done as much of it as I would like, but I think we've got to get it ready for the end of June, haven't we? I think that's the date. So it will be done by then. Well, I think we want to combine it with. I don't know if I can say anything. I think the end of June is what we're looking at. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yes. But I didn't mean the backup band. It was EB who says the backup band. What I meant was, Craig, is that you haven't said hello to the gang today. Our backup band in the gallery.
Oh,
That's what Eve was meaning. I think because you've not said hello to him yet.
Because I'm getting later and later as each show isn't on.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's do that. Good afternoon, Charlotte.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Johnny.
Hello.
Sporting a new hairdo today.
I missed that, say again.
Sporting a new hairdo today.
You're sporting a new hairdo today.
Oh yeah,
Ted.
sorry.
Yeah, and a bit
Number
of a tan,
2 all over.
a bit of a tan as well, Johnny.
Yeah, a bit burnt.
Been in the sunshine. Been in the sunshine. Not the only one sporting a new hairdo in the building as well today. Our Jake.
Oh,
Whoa.
can we get Jake on
It's
at
Jake.
some point? Can I go and get him?
Yeah, you go and get him.
You carry on.
You go and get him. So what we'll do is we'll do a few other techniques. So this one here is simply by blowing the inks all the way throughout. So you can see you can get that splatter explosion. Lots of these backgrounds, what I would do is onto a matte layer of just black, and you'll be able to see how well that really stands out when it comes to your backdrop. So we can see if I was to layer that one up, you can see the black all the way around works well. Now what we can then do is if I come in, I've taken a pipette, I got an inexpensive batch off of the auction site. You do get some in your little aqua tint box, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our blending solution that we'd use for our pencils or that, and I've popped some in with my little pipette as well. So let's go in with BP3. And then what I'm going to do is once again, I'm going to do drops for this one. And then I'm going to do the same into this one here.
He's here.
He's here.
Jake's here.
Is it?
With a new hairdo. Where do you want him over here? Come and sit in the armchair. Jake,
You can
very
sit in my
quickly.
chair.
That's it.
So I think we need to see this. So I'm not going to do anything more at this stage because I think we've got to see Jake's brand new hairdo. Dig in the hairdo, Jake.
This is, here it is, back to the
Wow,
80s. The
okay.
mullet is back. Look at this.
Way!
Yes, Jakey. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Seriously, I don't think it would necessarily work on everybody, but I think you're rocking it, Jake.
It's something different, isn't it?
It is. It's very different, but I like it a lot. As I said to you earlier on, I think you should just get rid of the stubble, just have the tash, and then you're in the 80s, rocking it. Top man.
Thank you, Jake, for that one.
I love it.
And I can guarantee you that my Facebook post later on is going to go crazy with you guys. I love seeing Jake on because you love seeing the backstage guys and girls as well. So what we'll do is we'll do a team selfie and then we'll make sure he's in it as well.
Yes.
So what I've done here is a couple of drops once again. Now you can really go to town if you want to do lots of dots, and you don't have to just do dots because I'm going to do something else in a moment. But what I'm then going to do is blending solution. I'm going to pop into the middle, and what it starts to do is it starts to push and force the ink out. And then what I like to do as well, I'm going to come in with our little round blending tool.
Okay.
Now what I like to do is then dab, and what it does is it stops it from being permanent for, you know, a short amount of time, but allows you to then blend out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that excess pink off. I'm going to blend some of this yellow in. But this is where you could be bringing things in, you know, like bubble wrap or anything with texture, and start to blend them out and work them in. So all that I'm doing here, all I'm doing is just taking some of the excess because I don't want the colours to catch over too much and get a muddier effect. So I'm going to go in here. So let's go into the green now here.
As much as everyone's enjoying your demo, there's loads of love for Jakey's hairdo. Shaddai says, well done, Jake, you're looking dapper. And Pamela says, Jake rocking the new cut. I think it looks, I wouldn't have it personally because I couldn't pull it off like Jake does, but I think he looks great. I really like it.
I like it as well. And it was one of those, he's been telling us about it, you know, for a couple of weeks, and we're like, oh, are you sure about that? I'm not sure. But he absolutely digs that hairdo for sure.
Yeah, it's Jake, yeah, bringing back the 80s, born in the 90s. I think it's one of those things where you've got to have it done, haven't you? And then it's either going to look terrible or it's going to be great. And he has absolutely smashed it. What did he put? He's put business in the front, party in the back. Yes, I love it. The mullet is back here at Crafters TV. Oh, dear.
So much fun, isn't it? So much fun.
I don't know what you'd look like with a mullet, Craig.
I'd probably, yeah, I don't think I would suit a mullet. I don't think. No.
You're always a bit too clean cut for that.
I just think so. Yeah, although I've been really growing this out a lot more as of late.
Have you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Still looks very trim and very tidy.
I tried to be trim and tidy. So we've now gone for a bit of a texture background by blending the inks into each other. And with these ones, I've done this by doing the drops, using the blending pad. But as I say, what you can then start to do is you can then, at this point, this is pretty much dry already. But if you wanted to add more colour, if you wanted to blend the colour out more, if you wanted to, then of course you can then come in here with your little pipette, add little bits of additional alcohol, and then of course, you know, that's help. I'm going to keep it moving. But then what I can also do, let's move that one out the way. Let's do one last technique for now. What I'm going to do is, let's bring in a couple more. Let's just use, actually, let's go for that one and that one. So I've got a few more of our round ones. The only reason I'm using the round ones is because they were to hand, but you could use the square ones if you wanted to.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do here is if I do, now we do have all these colours on the show if you're going to go for the big bundle, but I am only taking a handful simply so that we've can show you different things.
Quick question on blending tools from Alicia, who says on YouTube, question for blending, is the square sponge better or circle when blending with ink pads? When I blend, I see more of a circle motion. What am I doing wrong?
You're not doing anything wrong. It's purely down to personal preference.
Okay.
So if you're finding that's happening with the round ones but not with the square ones, you're obviously finding it easier to use the square ones than you are the round ones. So it can be either working on a little bit of practice or just keep on using your square ones because that's what you find easier.
Yeah, there you go. Lots of options for you. Loads of you, by the way, just loving the re-inkers. Loads of you loving these demos as well. Lots to look forward to later on. 7 o'clock tonight. Colour me happy. See what Debbie's up to. She's out there now, actually, in the prep area. Getting lots of demos lined up, no doubt.
She's getting lots and lots of bits already lined out, so I cannot wait to see what she does. Because when it comes to her spectrum art, specifically as well, things like her alcohol re-inkers, she absolutely adores them.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be a lot of fun as to what she's going to create. But all that I'm doing now, Ben, is even already, this is pretty much dry. So if you want to carry on moving the ink, this is where your blending solution is going to come into play.
Yeah.
Because it reactivates and it allows you to then do more different movement and technique when it comes to them. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the blue again.
Do you know we've got 2 minutes left?
Where has this show gone? Flown in.
Sorry, I just said, because normally you guys are like, 10 minutes left, 5 minutes left, and you've not said anything. So I just wondered whether no one's been keeping track of the time. So I just looked at the clock over there. So I just wondered. We've all just lost in Craig's demos, bedazzled by Jake's haircut as well. That's what it is.
And here was me thinking it was my demos.
No, definitely your demos. Then the haircut. Jake's been on a lot recently as well, hasn't he?
He has.
He's been on a lot. Never wanted to be on. You watch it soon. It'll be wake up call with the mullet.
So for this one, I've gone and started off being really quite bright, and then by using some alcohol, I'm gone in and I've started to pull it out so we get more of a candy floss, cotton candy effect. So being the sunrise or the sunset in front of maybe your silhouette dies, maybe in front of your stamps, your fairies, anything like that. I could have hours and hours and hours and I still wouldn't be able to get through all the things that you can do as well. That's why absolutely tune in to Debbie later on today. Colour Me Happy. This is the bundle that I was using there a minute ago. The Colour Me Happy. This is the re-inker collection. 21 elements in total. 21 colours basically. $71.88 here in the UK. $95.40 for you guys stateside. You can of course use them to refill your classics or illustrators, but of course you can see, it was just 3 very quick, simple techniques that you can do. But I will say as well, if you go for the bundle with the cardstock and the 3 bottles of alcohol ink, you won't cross over and you won't duplicate. So if you go for the big alcohol bundle and you go for the little starter set, the one with the 3 bottles, you're not going to duplicate. These 3 colours are different from the main big bundle. So you don't need to worry about that whatsoever, Ben, when it comes to changing colours.
It is all good news. Remember, our Spend More, Save More event continues as well. And the last last day of Totally Tiffany double points too. But so much to look forward to here on Crafters TV over the course of the day today. And of course, in the next hour and a half, we'll be back with launch day, with the launch of those Jigsaw dies as well. But that's you for the day now, Craig. I guess you're off to get ready for the big match tomorrow. Play your crafts right.
Of course I am. I absolutely am. Just to say as well, Christine on Facebook, you can put your alcohol ink onto your blending foam with a little bit of alcohol and then do techniques that way. That's me for the day, but I'm away to do some prep for the weekend. I'm not going to be seeing you on Monday. Well, I will, but I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow as well, where I'm going to be with Ben for Play Your Crafts Right and then launch day on Crafters TV. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Charlotte and Jake. And I will see you tomorrow on Crafters TV. Bye.
Bye.